Another problem I see with modern action films is many of them look and feel way too clean. This is really true across all genres, but it's almost more noticeable in an action movie because we expect there to be a bit more dirtiness and grit when we're seeing explosions, car chases, and fights happening. There's a number of reasons behind this, such as shooting on digital instead of film, which just naturally gives the images a more polished look because you lose the imperfections and grain that you get when shooting on film. But even then, there are plenty of movies that have shot on digital and still do a solid job at replicating that film look. Another key reason behind the clean look is lighting. When films use too much light, they lose depth, which can make the picture end up looking almost flat. There's a lack of shadows on characters, and areas in shots that should be darker just aren't. The shots might look perfect technically, but it's not really how things would appear if we were there in real life. In return, this can make things feel less authentic, and when it comes to action movies, having that authenticity really adds to the overall experience and sells the action. The clean look also applies to the world and characters as well. This scene from The Flash is supposed to be in a wide open desert, but it feels much more like green screens on a soundstage. We'll get into CGI in action movies in a bit, but just look at the characters in the scene for a minute. They're running around, fighting, there's smoke, dirt, and dust, but everyone appears completely unscathed. There's barely any dirt on anyone, there's no sweat, the suits are still shiny, and there's nothing showing us how tough this fight is for these characters. Compare that to Mad Max Fury Road, that also takes place in a desert. These characters look like they've been through complete hell. They're covered in sweat, have bruises on their face, blood on their bodies, and you can just tell visually what they've been through. If none of the fighting was shown and you only saw this frame, you know immediately that she's been through something extreme. I understand The Flash and Fury Road are two completely different styles of films with different artistic choices and target audiences, but it doesn't change how one feels more authentic.